people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 12 of Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Last time, we basically were doing some more investigation. We're now disguised as Ray Shield's assistant, learned his backstory, and now we're interrogating Frank Saw, who makes his grand return.
I used to be a newspaper salesman, but then I took a pet grooming training. What about that bracelet on your wrist? It proves that you are unmistakably a prisoner. And as long as you wear that bracelet, you should not be able to move around as you please. As soon as you went through the door, the sensor would have sounded the alarm. That is... Peeking into the adjacent room was impossible, when you couldn't even leave the one you were in. Ah!
Woo! Nice one, Miles. That was a real humdinger.
But does that mean Mr. Saw didn't see the body?
I'm not sure. Perhaps we should let that man himself explain it to us.
You see, well, that is, forgive me, it appears my previous explanation was lacking. I shall clearly explain how I was able to see the body.
Very well, let's hear your testimony.
There's a rather well-known technique among the prisoners here. If the hand with the bracelet stays in the room, you can step out without sounding the alarm. That's how I was able to peek into the adjacent room. The moment I realized the man inside was dead, I let out a scream.
So that means...
He kept his arm inside workroom brew while he peeked into the adjacent room. I'd appreciate if you didn't mention it to anyone, especially the guards, okay?
Sorry. My throat's itchy.
Was that what he was trying to hide earlier? I should try asking him a few details about other things as well. Tell me more about this technique. Certainly, here's how it works.
All you gain by doing that is a small degree of freedom.
Naturally, but it is all we have left to enjoy.
I'm shocked that you enjoy such a thing. Have you truly reflected on what you've done?
But of course, well, I am a model prisoner.
Your definition of model is highly suspicious. Regardless, was that the technique you used?
Yes, that is correct. I made sure no guards were around when I did it.
Why would you do something so troublesome and potentially dangerous?
I heard a noise coming from the adjacent room. It seemed odd to me, as there should not have been anyone inside.
So you peeked into the adjacent workroom as soon as you heard the noise?
Yes, of course. I peeked in as soon as I could.
I see. Is there a problem with the statement? Yes, there is a problem. There's always a problem. So you looked into the adjacent workroom immediately after you heard the noise. If that were true, then you would have been able to see more than just a dead body. You should have been able to see that the person who made the noise.
That is, well... He looks really shaken.
Mr. Salt, answer me. What did you really see? If you intend to remain silent, I will have no choice but to assume that you are complicit to the murder.
Please, sorry now. It's just I couldn't even believe what I saw myself. It may have been just a dream. I hesitate to even recall it.
Tell me what happened!
Very well. I will be frank with you. I saw a dog. It was a nightmarish scene. A large black dog was biting into the neck of the victim.
What? What did you say?
It was a truly hellish scene. That dog killed him. I think I'm gonna be sick.
That's some grade A trauma right there.
I was shut to my very core in a last shriek. I wasn't gonna be the next Cujo victim.
A man-eating dog inside the zoo of a prison.
That was everything I saw. Do you believe me now?
Yes, I do. I doubt no one would be able to lie about something like that. Would you add that to your testimony?
Certainly.
Okay.
A black dog was biting into the victim's neck. Yes, blood came pouring out, and as a result, the dog's mouth became stained with it.
Stop! You don't need to get that detailed.
At that time, was the victim... Eek! Mr. Edgeworth, why'd you ask him that?
Okay, why'd you hate Uncle Ray?
The man didn't even flinch. He must have been dead already. But the blood continued to gush from his neck. He most likely had passed away already. His hands moved nary an inch.
Eee! Way too much detail. Are you doing this on purpose?
Certainly not. I am just trying to give an accurate testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, shall I add that statement to my testimony?
You would.
It was terrifying, a truly terrifying sight.
Right there. This is where we go. Yeah, I just want to make sure, because I know it's the ring that it was obscured. But basically, I never know with this game. It wants you to present the sheet that the ring was obscured by.
A ring with a snowflake insignia. Yes, that is correct. It was clearly engraved on the surface. I see. Your testimony is very accurate, but it's a little too accurate if you ask me. And what's wrong with being accurate? You state that you saw a ring with a snowflake insignia engraved onto it. And it's true that the victim was wearing such a ring. See, was I not correct?
That is not the issue I have with your testimony. Take a look at this picture. As you can see, the right hand is covered by a sheet. It should not have been possible for you to see the engraving on the ring, unless you had approached the body and lifted out the sheet for yourself. You said you only looked into this workroom through the door, and yet you gave such a detailed account of what you saw. Who do you think you are? Acting all high and mighty, acting like you own the Jolly Rancher factory! I'm telling you, I saw what I saw.
Oh, the victim must have removed his arm after I saw it.
I don't think so. You said as much earlier.
That man did not even flinch.
He must have been dead already. The victim was already dead. How would he have been able to move his arm? This guy's looking pretty suspicious now, yeah. Frank Salt, what are you hiding, you scoundrel?
Oh, no, I ain't. I am not. That is, you're wrong. I know what I saw. Tomatoes! Cavalry! Stop making a fuss about every little thing I say. You're just a defense attorney's assistant!
Yes, finally showed his true self. Whoa, I guess the cat's out of the bag. A black hairy one at that. Just went flying.
I'm telling you, for a friendly neighborhood witness.
Are you really just a witness? I would say that you are rather suspicious.
What was that?
You saw something that could not have been seen from the outside of the room. How is it possible? Mr. Salt, this is where you saw the boy from. I know it's... Take that! I know it's one of the workrooms. I'm sorry, I didn't know it was working.
You sound to the microphone place like that. I get it, so you're saying Mr. Salt is psychic, right?
I'm trying to... No, nothing of the sort. Like I said, I got confused. I know it's the crime scene itself. Yes, I know it's workroom A. When you got the border, you went inside the workroom where it laid. Since you saw the engraving on the ring, that is the only possibility.
If you say that you don't have any evidence, do you? Where's the evidence that shows that I was in the room? I was grooming pets at the time, in the room adjacent to where the body was found. I even went so far as to borrow some rubber gloves. Show me the evidence that proves that I was where the body was found.
Take that. Rubber glove. Mr. Salt, what were you doing when the body was discovered?
Didn't I tell you already? I was practicing being a pet groomer.
I see. In that case, do you happen to recognize this glove?
Oh, that's...
This was found near the body. It is believed to have been dropped by the culprit. By the way, I noticed that you also have a rubber glove hanging out of your pocket apron. Your apron pocket.
And now this is something else!
Looks like you are missing one of your gloves.
You can find gloves like this anywhere in the prison. Your evidence proves nothing.
Perhaps we should hand this glove over to the police for fingerprinting. I'm certain they will find some interesting results. CzarThwomp's ear was itching. What the? Okay, for a second I thought my game was glitching. It's over.
Objection.
What the? Pretty cool, right? Yeah, my game may have glitched on me. I'm sorry. My objection was.
Mr. Shields, could you please say that for later?
I'm just joking, because it's not over yet. There's still something else. Something that's clearly odd. That guy's a prisoner, you know. He's got a bracelet and all.
That's right! How did he get into the other workroom? The sensor would have set off the alarm, right?
He's right. That's the only thing we don't know yet.
Not so fast, Mr. Prisoner. Could you fill us in? That's pretty weird. The bracelet should have been his last line of defense.
Defense?
That's right, Gay. It was useful evidence for Mr. Prisoner here. He could have claimed that due to his bracelet, he wasn't able to enter the room. But he didn't say a word about that, and damn it! Why am I getting something about my damn Kodak pack? I don't care about Kodak pack! Ugh. Is there any reason why you didn't? The silent treatment, eh? Well, the judge yesterday did say that silence is golden.
Wow, you really are a hotshot defense attorney, Mr. Shields.
Defense attorney always remains calm in a pinch, and smile in the face of danger. That's what your old man taught me, the defense attorney's creed, yeah? Yes, meanwhile Gregory, in the afterlife, he's like... He just confronts Mia. He's like... Really, Mia? Really, Miss Faye? You are just going against me. You steal my phrase, you and your boyfriend steal my phrase, and then you go on acting like it's yours, like it's your grand wisdom. You should be ashamed of yourself! So, what's the deal? Why didn't you mention anything about the bracelet?
The truth is, it's broken.
Broken?
Some time ago, I took a spill and the bracelet hit the floor with a loud bang. Ever since then, it has not been able to activate the sensor. Forgive me, it was so convenient, I didn't want to report it.
I see, so the bracelet was broken. But did it really break so easily? If that were true, then it's a problem with the prison security. You over there, may I have a moment?
Here, kitty, you're such a cute little guy. Yes, you are, meow.
Excuse me!
Yes, what can I do for you, meow?
This prisoner's bracelet appears to be broken.
What? Really? That's not good at all. I'll contact the person in charge and have it released immediately.
Thank you. I'll be holding on to the broken bracelet for the time being.
Yes, sir. Please take care of it. Now that the bracelet's been taken care of, shall we move on to arresting you for the murder?
What? Perish the thought! I didn't kill anyone!
But your bracelet was broken, right? Doesn't that mean you could have gotten anywhere you wanted during the animal show?
But all I did was find the body! Honest! And it's true that I saw the dog bite his neck! However, I entered the workroom after the dog had left.
Why'd you do that? It was Cujo! You think I was gonna fight the Hellhound? I didn't have my thinker statue! I didn't have that unholy power on my side! Well, it was just... I was curious if you had anything of value on him. So he's trying to loot the corpse. That's why he remembers Knightley's ring so well.
Why are you looking at me, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm a great thief! Please don't put me on the same level as him!
But I didn't take a thing! The animal show had ended and the other prisoners were making their way back down here. I hurried back to my workroom and let out a scream to deceive the others.
And that's when you dropped your rubber glove. I guess the story holds up. What do you think, Miles?
Whether he is the murderer or not, one big question remains. How did Knightley get all the way from his holdings out to the prison?
You're right about that. It's a real stumper.
And there's something Mr. Sahwit said in his testimony that I'm very concerned about. If that dog had any part in that murder... Mr. Sahwit?
Yes?
What is it? Were there any other prisoners who didn't see the animal show?
Yes, there is only one who I didn't know of.
And this prisoner wouldn't have been able to see the show even if he wanted to, correct?
Yes, that's correct. Why do you ask?
Just as I thought. I had my suspicions as soon as I saw that black dog. That fiendish criminal! I never expected him to be held in this prison. Where's his cell?
Do you intend to meet him? Him? Who's him? He's a very special man. He receives very special treatment and... Oh, forgive me. I need to go watch what I say about him. However, if you value your lives, I would advise you to stay away from him. Hey, cut it out already! You're giving me the creeps!
A puppet master in the shadows, huh? Yeah, I still value my life.
He's being held in the special cell. Over there, in that direction. A special cell? It certainly seems like he received special treatment. Well, just who is him anyways? To protect my own life, I can't tell you what he is. All I can tell you is that he's the oldest prisoner here. My deepest apologies, but I can't say any more. He's truly terrifying.
Care to fill me in? It feels like you're leaving Uncle Ray behind here.
He is someone I knew in the past. Let's head for the special cell. I believe that black dog should be there as well.
Yeah, let's go. March 28th, 12:41 p.m. Prison special cell.
Hey, it's pitch black in here. I can't see a thing at all. Aren't you always talking about how the Yatagarasu is able to flap even in the darkest nights, like the Green Lantern? Even in the desert night when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone tries to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief Yatagarasu.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
But still, I can't see what I can't see. I'm still just a human. Eek!
Yes, run, Ray. Mr. Edgeworth, I presume.
That voice, it can only be.
It has been far too long.
So you still remember me?
It would be impossible to forget, because it was you who did what none could do. And place me here in this cell.
Don't tell me that the dog is talking to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Give me a treat. I want a bacon bit. Is there someone else there? I can't see anything, though. Down, boy. It is rude to frighten the visitors. Here, allow me to illuminate this dark room. Okay, yes, there we go. Such noisy visitors. From the voices and footsteps, 2 more in the back. But it would be rude not to introduce myself. I am called Sirhan Dogen. Mr. Edgeworth and I, we are old acquaintances.
This man is a former assassin. The blind assassin, Sirhan Dogen. His weapons are sharp knives and a ferocious dog. His appearance is always accompanied by the sound of a bell. It is said that the ringing of his bell in the darkness is the last sound his victims hear.
Would you be so kind as to share the reason why you have come, Mr. Edgeworth?
That will not be necessary. You are already well aware of why we're here.
It seems we know each other quite well. Very well. As the flower of death blooms, your request has been accepted.
What? This doesn't have such a system being behind it?
I sense the unfashionability of it, Mr. Edgeworth.
I have quite a few questions to ask you about your dog.
In that case, why don't you ask him directly?
Yeah, just with Dogen, I've always gotten this Palpatine vibe from him. Just wait, there's no way I'll be able to interrogate a dog. I'm not that guy.
That's what I thought. He won't be able to understand you, right, Anubis?
If he truly were unable to communicate with others, that would be a pity. We suspect your dog of committing the murder. The witness who discovered the body saw him biting it.
There must be some mistake. My boy is obedient. He would never do such a thing, right, Anubis? Good boy, good boy, good boy.
Anubis may be your guide dog, but you raised him to be a vicious killer. He was one of your weapons that you used as an assassin.
To begin with, is the witness of a reliable sort.
Ah,
It's true that Sword is also one of the suspects, and it's difficult to say if we can trust his testimony.
In any case, I think you have the wrong dog. Right, Anubis? Right, boy?
I wonder if he knows who the witness is. I would like to hear your alibi from 10 a.m. to 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. yesterday morning.
During the animal show. I was in my humble cell the entire time. I took up whittling recently. My focus was solely on the wood and the chisel in my hands.
The prisoners have free access to chisels here? Normally, that's not allowed.
The warden is a kind soul. She gave me special permission as well as my tatami mats. I swear, I could just imagine Dogen and Simon just getting along swimmingly. Just Simon, he's crying in his cell, and then Dogen just slings up behind him. There, Mr. Blackquill. You want to talk about Meiji era culture? I have tea and maiju buns. Just beware of Anubis. He likes his maiju buns, right? Right, Anubis, right, boy.
Kind! Ridiculous! Even bimetal chisels would become deadly weapons in his hands.
I started out by carving these Buddha statues, but I moved on to other shapes after the 674th.
Really, that many?
All it takes is time, which I have plenty of. Here is what I'm working on now.
I didn't know that you played chess.
Do you play as well, Mr. Edgeworth? I would like to test your wits in a game sometimes. I only started playing since my arrival here, so I am still inexperienced.
What's this piece? It's a three-headed dog? You have Cerberus on your chessboard?
The Cerberus piece gives you instant victory. I win every game with it. Just for the fun of it, I carved this hound piece. Just as a game of war, pawns, knights, and castles. Each side pushing their forces to the limits to take the life of the enemy's king. However, I found the absence of dogs to be strange. Hounds are an indispensable part of warfare. But it is nothing more than folly. I still play by all the normal rules of chess. Though frankly, if I wanted to play by my rules, who would defy me? Anyone who stands up against me, I would just take one of my chisels and just, well, stab him right in the jugular with it. I'd be carving a different kind of sculpture out of their bones. I'd carve a nice chair out, or a nice coat. I want to look fashionable.
Is it difficult for you to find opponents here in the prison?
I always play correspondence chess.
Correspondence chess? So you play chess through the mail?
Prisoners are allowed to send and receive letters, although they are subject to inspection. Unless, of course, your name is Christoph Gavin. But that is for another game that CzarThwomp hasn't gotten to yet. But it is a game that has been released before this one. The Ace Attorney timeline is quite a confusing one indeed, right, Anubis? At the moment, I am waiting for my opponent's next move.
So he plays chess with people outside this prison. Do you know who was murdered?
It was Horace Knightley, a most unfortunate lad. His final words, as I've heard, were "damn you."
Your ears are as sharp as ever.
They are all I can rely on.
As I thought, he has full knowledge of everything that goes on in this prison.
On second thought, he might be fortunate after all.
Fortunate? How so?
He committed a grave crime, but he was able to avoid punishment for it, as an assassination attempt on the president. What a bold man.
Assassination attempt?
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, didn't Mr. Knightley just...
He may have killed his own superior, but he never attempted to take the president's life. Are they trying to conceal the fact that the assassination was staged by the president?
Whoa. Hold your noses. Knightley didn't attack the president? But Uncle Ray was requested to defend him in court on charges of attempted assassination.
You didn't know either, Uncle Ray? So they're just trying to pin the whole thing on Mr. Knightley.
Now I see why the PIC is taking action.
So that's why they removed you from the case.
That the pest guy is going to indict him on charges of attempted assassination.
And in doing so, they would have twisted the truth.
I suspected it was a false charge. By the sound of his voice, he sounded like a complete and utter bee. I heard about it from one of the guards, about Knightley. He kept us desperately insisting I didn't assassinate anyone. He sounded like a complete bee from what I've heard, a complete cuck, a soy boy.
But the courts are supposed to bring the truth to light.
I may not be well versed in law, but I can say one thing for certain. Some of the prisoners here were convicted on false charges. You should know, Mr. Edgeworth. SL9, Mr. Edgeworth, SL9. That's the reality of it. Right, Anubis? Right, boy? Leave the truth in the care of the court can be dangerous.
Even the truth in the care of the courts can be dangerous, huh? Therefore, was someone who said the exact same thing was for. The investigator from Interpol doesn't trust prosecutors.
Lying in his leather pants! You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors, too, are you? Fueled by those ideas, is it any wonder that the courts produce nothing but falsities and lies? Rest assured, the next time we meet, I won't be so forgiving. Just final scene from Kidnapped Turnabout. Keep that case alive, and then meanwhile, Edgeworth gets a hostage. And then I also remember, no, Miles, you want to go for a ride on my Masubashi?
I doubt his distrust is cleared up completely.
You feel the same way, don't you, Anubis? Well, I feel that now would be a good time to take things off. I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer. If you go back for the next one, like the video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. With that, I'll see you later. Bye.